My name is Andrea Palombella, and I'm a producer and director and the founder of a media production called Doxology Media. I've always loved storytelling, and I grew up in an Italian-American family where we sat around the table every night and kind of shared stories about our day and, funny things and hard things. And just storytelling was a very core piece of the fabric of my upbringing. And I've always been really drawn to it. So I studied production. I always loved films as well as the specific avenue of storytelling. And I just always found film fascinating. And so studied film in college and then worked on staff at a couple of different organizations over the years. And in 2018, I started the business. So that's kind of the backstory about why I do what I do. But it's just my passion to really work with organizations that have an important story to tell and to help them do that the best way possible. Like, I know how to operate a business, but I don't really know how to grow a business. And there were some administrative things that I had really never been exposed to on the financial side that the production manager, for example, would always take care of in the position that I was most recent leading up to starting the company. So as I grew and got more experience, there were still some holes that I had, with my own knowledge and skills that I really wanted to learn. And I wanted to do it right on the front end and not sort of guess and be flailing around. So I decided that it would be very wise to, talk to someone who truly was an expert and could help me in some of these areas that I just really didn't have a lot of knowledge or training in. The one-on-one interaction is so crucial. And I think to be able to have be able to sit down with someone that is focused on your unique needs and goals. And as Kalpesh said, depending on where you are within the phase of your growth and development, is just so indispensable. I mean, it's like having a personal coach for your business, and to know that it's a volunteer service that people are contributing their time and expertise and talent is just, it's incredible. So, I mean, that's definitely, I would say those are the main things that I share. And just to know that there's such a deep knowledge base, and so many mentors have so many great areas of from their own knowledge and the years that they've done their business and all the different categories and areas. If you need a mentor with this for a specific focus or issue area that you're working on, to be able to tap into that and know that the person you're speaking to is truly an expert and get that help, I mean, that's just really awesome. Kapash really challenged me to figure out, like, who is my target customer, and just to really get as specific as possible and not be broad about it. And so because my one of the passions and one of the reasons I started the company was to really use storytelling and film and video to make a positive impact by shining light on important social issues, as well as the individuals and organizations that are doing something to make a positive difference in those areas. And to do it well, and to do it high quality, and to do it beautifully, as far as the production piece of it. And so kind of marrying those two ideas of shining light, positive stories, and doing it with excellence, that's kind of been the mission. But then figuring out, okay, well, what types of clients fall under that, under these two key ideas, and how do I tap into them? And what size are they? What specific industries might they be in? And just really kind of narrowing that down has been something that we spent a lot of time working on, and I'm really feel like I'm at a very clear place of going after who those target customers are, so that my skills, the company's skills and abilities and offerings align with what their needs and goals are, so we can have a really effective partnership. He is incredibly responsive, and like I said, he always makes, I think probably the best thing is just he does whatever he can to make himself available. And so I appreciate that very much, just knowing that he's accessible. He's, a phone call or an email away. And just to have that support is very helpful as an entrepreneur, because, a lot of times you're kind of doing a lot of things by yourself. So to know that he's there is very encouraging. He's also very much a straight shooter, which I appreciate. So he doesn't candy coat things or coddle me, but at the same time, he's very genuine in the way he speaks about his recommendations for the business. And so that I appreciate very much too, because it, saves all of us a lot of time. And also, we can get to the point quickly about what we're trying to accomplish or what I'm trying to, seek his help with. So I think we have a really good communication dynamic, and he's very intentional about, the way that he comes to the table and how he communicates. So I appreciate that a lot as well. And he's also brilliant and so smart and has incredible experience. So that is also something I'm very grateful for, is like, he knows where I'm coming from. He, can often relate and say, oh, I had a similar experience. And so that's really wonderful and something I appreciate about him as well. Tally Awards have been around. I think this is their 43rd year. And so they award excellence in video production and film. And I think it's predominantly video, but they are pretty much an industry standard as it relates to video production. So it was a really big honor to receive them. And I have received tellies before as a staff producer. And so Kalpesh encouraged me, I said to him, I'm doing some market analysis, and some of the competitors that are doing similar work, they all say, oh, we're award winning. And he said, well, do you have awards? And I said, well, I do, but I have not won any through my business. I've won them all in past roles for other employers. And so that was one of his suggestions. He said, well, then why don't you go ahead and apply and see if you can get some? And so I did. And I was just thrilled to know that, the work was, something that the tellies would see as high quality, and to, award us for that. So it was a really humbling experience. And I'm very excited that, this is our entree into the awards world. And so looking forward to applying for, additional awards upcoming, and just being able to showcase our work and share what we're doing. And it's really not about the award itself, but it is very exciting to be able to be recognized by an outside entity for a job well done.